So it's very clear that there is the big difference with the Delta variant in that it is much more transmissible, perhaps 5 times more transmissible. And so we're seeing more cases of COVID in all age groups, and that of course will include children. But it doesn't appear that the Delta variant is actually targeting children any more than it is other age groups. And the very good news for us all, and particularly parents, is that severe disease in children remains very rare, hospitalization exceptionally rare, and death exceedingly rare. But the key message is that children are at much more risk from adults than adults are at risk from children. And this, of course, speaks to the message that the key way to control this pandemic is for adults to get vaccinated. The best way to protect adults is for adults to get protected, and they're the ones highest risk of illness and severe disease from the virus. So when you're looking at the use of vaccines, you're looking at what's the benefit for the individual and how do you balance the harms from the vaccine and the harms from the disease. You're also looking at how it can benefit the community in terms of reducing transmission. And the third aspect was the benefit in preventing school closures, because we know that, of course, there only has to be 1 or 2 cases for whole classes to be sent home. And so I think when you add together all those benefits to the individual in reducing transmission and in keeping schools open, that was the reason why we came to the decision to recommend the use of COVID vaccines in the 12 to 18 age group. We know in general that combining vaccines is safe, that there's no question that you can overload the immune system doing that way, but it does need to be tested, and particularly even mild adverse effects may be worse when you combine them. So all of that has to be tested, and unfortunately all of that will take time. But we have to go back to the point that the good news is that children, and particularly young children, are at very low risk of the disease. The majority of them will have asymptomatic infection or mild symptoms.